In a moment that left millions speechless, Jungkook lowered his head, paused for a long breath, and said just 5 words, "I wish things were different." The silence that followed was deafening. No stage lights, no fan chants, just the weight of his voice, trembling with something unspoken. And at the center of it all, Taehyung. Has he truly said goodbye to BTS? And if he has, why now? Why like this? This is a story that demands to be heard. For years, the name Kim Taehyung, or V, has stood for more than just a K-pop idol. He's been the soul of BTS's artistry, the heartbeat of their passion. His deep baritone voice, his poetic lyrics, his undeniable stage charisma, all of it combined to make Taehyung one of the most beloved figures in global music. But behind every smile during concerts, behind every playful moment captured on live streams, there was something fans couldn't quite put their finger on. A sense of distance, of something slipping away. Jungkook, usually the most expressive member when it came to Taehyung, had grown unusually quiet in recent interviews whenever his name came up. And Taehyung himself? He seemed distracted, introspective, as if preparing for something none of us saw coming. It started subtly. Taehyung missing casual vibes. Jungkook looking down every time the group was asked about their future. During one variety shoot, fans caught a rare moment where Taehyung seemed absent. Physically present, yes, but emotionally? Somewhere else. And then came the interview. Taehyung was asked about his solo plans. His response? "I'm thinking about what's next." Not just musically, but personally. That simple statement sparked a storm of speculation. What did he mean by personally? Was it a hint? A goodbye in disguise? Then, HYBE's official silence added fuel to the fire. No confirmations, no clarifications, just vague press releases and ambiguous schedule changes. And ARMYs? They were left in a whirlwind of uncertainty. Everything changed when Jungkook went live one late evening. It was meant to be a casual session. Just him, a guitar, and some soft humming in the background. But then came the pause. He stared at the screen, eyes glistening, and said, "There are things I wish I said earlier. People I wish I held onto tighter." He never mentioned names. He didn't have to. His expression told us everything. And when a fan comment popped up asking about Taehyung, Jungkook simply smiled, shook his head, and whispered, "He knows." That single phrase sent a wave of heartbreak across the fandom. Clips of the moment spread like wildfire across TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and Twitter. Fans started asking, is Taehyung leaving BTS? Has he already said goodbye? Then came the twist no one saw coming. Taehyung's solo performance at a private event in Paris. No cameras, no broadcast. Just a few lucky attendees who witnessed a moment so raw, so deeply emotional, it's become the stuff of legend. According to witnesses, Taehyung ended his final song with a bow longer than usual. He looked up, wiped away a tear, and said, "No matter where I go, part of me will always be with BTS." That line, cryptic, poetic, heartbreaking, felt like a goodbye letter wrapped in melody. But it wasn't an official announcement. HYBE said nothing. BTS's social media remained quiet. Some fans believed it was just a temporary break. Others weren't so sure. As rumors soared, fans turned to the one place they thought would give clarity, HYBE. But all they got was silence. No statements, no interviews, no updates about Taehyung's BTS schedule. In fact, his name started slowly disappearing from upcoming group promotions. Even behind-the-scenes footage rarely featured him anymore. It was as if HYBE was erasing the pain slowly, quietly, strategically, and the ARMY? They weren't having it. The hashtags trended globally. Hashtag We Need Answers HYBE. Hashtag Protect Taehyung. Hashtag Jungkook Speak Up. And yet, still, silence. Finally, during a surprise weverse live, Jungkook broke. No music, no smiles. Just him and the truth. There's something you all need to know. Sometimes, we can't stop things even when we want to. We can only love each other from afar. The comments exploded. He was talking about Taehyung. Everyone knew it. He continued, "I wish I could turn back time. Maybe we were too focused on the group, on the future, and we forgot to check on each other. On him." Tears streamed down his face. He's not gone. Not really. But he needed to go. For himself. And with that, the reality hit. Taehyung didn't leave because of scandal. He didn't leave because of fame. He left because he needed to find himself again. And Jungkook? He was just trying to understand how to let go. Whether this is a permanent goodbye or just a pause in the journey, one thing is certain. The bond between BTS members, especially between Jungkook and Taehyung, goes beyond contracts, beyond music, beyond any company. It's written in the tears they've shed, in the memories they've built, and in the silence they now carry. To every army listening, you are not alone in your emotions. We cry because we care. We hurt because we love. And we wait because we believe. Until then, let us keep the spirit of BTS alive, not just through music, but through kindness, support, and patience. And maybe one day, when the stars align just right, we'll see Taehyung walk back on that stage, smiling, whole. Home. If this story touched your heart even a little, don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps more armies find this story. Let us know in the comments, what do you think is next for Taehyung? Do you believe he'll return? Let's cry together, heal together, and hope together like the true army we are. But even as the days passed, that silence from Taehyung himself only deepened the ache in army's hearts. Fans began to rewind every past moment, rewatch every old clip, searching for signs they might have missed. The way Taehyung looked away during group speeches, the subtle hesitation before joining hugs, the way he would linger behind as the others walked ahead. Maybe he had been saying goodbye for a long time, just in his own quiet way, and yet there's something beautifully tragic in how much love still radiates from the members. Jungkook hasn't stopped performing with full heart. In fact, his recent performances carry a different energy, raw, vulnerable, and at times, painfully honest. When he sings the slower ballads, you can feel it, like he's reaching out to someone who isn't there. And everyone knows who that is. The army has responded in waves. Fan art, tribute videos, Twitter threads, emotional TikToks. Messages pouring in from around the world, all echoing the same feeling. We miss you, Taehyung. But we support you. Always. That unwavering loyalty from ARMY is part of what makes this bond so powerful. They don't just love the music. They love the human beings behind it, their flaws, their struggles, their decisions. At the same time, people have started questioning the role of HYBE in all of this. Why wasn't the transition handled more openly? Why were fans left in the dark for so long? This isn't just about losing a performer. It's about emotional connection, honesty, and respect. HYBE's silence didn't protect BTS, it isolated them. And in the process, it broke millions of hearts that deserved answers, not confusion. There's a quiet power in the way Taehyung has handled his journey. No drama, no attention-seeking, just honesty, art, and the pursuit of something deeper. He once said in an interview, "I want to live a life that feels like a poem." And maybe stepping away was the only way he could do that. Maybe this isn't the end, but the middle of a story still being written. And Jungkook? He remains the beating heart of what's left on stage. He sings louder. He laughs less. But when he speaks of Taehyung, there's no resentment. Only love. Because that's what real friendship looks like. Not ownership. Not obligation. Just quiet understanding, even when it hurts. No one can predict what comes next. Will Taehyung return one day? Will BTS reunite as seven? Or will this chapter simply remain a bittersweet memory in the legacy of one of the greatest groups the world has ever known? One thing's certain, ARMY will wait. Not because they're obsessed, not because they can't move on, but because they believe in the power of unconditional love. The kind that says, wherever you go, I'll be cheering for you. Even from afar, and maybe, just maybe, when the world quiets down again, we'll hear a soft melody, a familiar voice. And no, he's back.